guys, welcome to today's video and to my channel if you're new here. I'm Debbie if we've not met before. Hello, and I'm super excited for today's video because we're going to be covering a UK based indie brand. I always love discovering new indie brands, and particularly if they're from the UK, and it's one that I don't hear many people talking about. I've only seen one person talking about it actually, and I will talk about that later on in the video, but it's called Candy Cosmetics and they have 2 palettes and 3 lipsticks currently. They've got the Playhouse palette, which is this one, and they've got 3 lipsticks that go with that. And they've also got the Heavenly Urchins palette, which is this one. So if you want to see the insides of the palette and a bit of a lowdown about the brand and see me create a look with the Heavenly Urchins, that's the one I'm going to use today, then please keep on watching. Hey guys, so I found out about the brand through my friend Steph, or Not Your Basic Steph. She's got a YouTube channel, as I say, and an Instagram page. I'll link her channel and the video for this palette because this is what made me buy it. So this one is the Playhouse palette and it's just really cute packaging. It's just really unusual. The brand is, as I say, an UK indie brand, and it's run by a mother and daughter, and their mother was in a rock band. And when I started to read all of the synopsis about the brand, what they're all about and whatever, it really got me intrigued. So I do encourage you to go over there. I'm not going to read out everything. It's quite a lot of information there, quite a long story about how the brand came to be, but when I read all of that, it just seemed totally my vibe. So this one, as I say, is the Playhouse palette, and that's the shades inside. So it's a kind of pastel palette, but a bit more pigmented than pastel, I think. I've not swatched it out because I don't tend to do that. I just go straight in with the shades. But it says on the back that it's a face and eye palette, and I think it is pressed pigments. I think that's why. That shade I think would make a beautiful blush, so I might be tempted to do that at some point. But this isn't the one I'm going to play with today, but I just wanted to quickly show you it. And if you guys would like to see a look with it, then please let me know. Also in that set, they've got 3 lipsticks and they're super cute. They've got the same artwork on them, and I'll just show you them up close. So I've got the shade Gummy, which is a purple, and I love purple lipstick. You might know that if you've been here before, so always eager to try out a new purple. There's a bit more of a caramelly nude tone, and that's called Lolly. And that's that one. And then there's more of a pinky mauvey tone, and that's called BB. I just thought they were all quite unique tones, so I decided to buy the bundle of those. But as I say, today what I want to play with though is their other palette, and it's the Heavenly Urchins, and this is it. And when I saw this on the site, I was more attracted to this, quite honestly, than the Playhouse because of this packaging. I just think it's like really ethereal, really unusual, and the concept is great as well. They've got an angel side of the palette and a devil side, which is echoed inside the palette as well. Well, that's the inside, so obviously clearly this is the devil side and this is the angel side, and I just thought that was just such a unique concept that I've not seen done before. And I just love packaging. I'm like, that's something that really attracts me to a brand, as if it's packaged well. So eager to see what they're all about, so I'm going to scooch you in and we'll create an eye look with this one today. So I think today I'm going to go in with concealer for my eyeshadow base. I'm going to go in with the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Mine's in the shade Chantilly, or Light. Had this concealer forever, trying to use it up. But I also quite like a concealer base because it is quite bright, and I think I'm going to be using the more angel side of the palette, which is light tones, so I thought to have like a nice pale base would probably really help. It's almost a little bit yellow in tone on me at the moment, but it's really just to give me a nice bright base and to cancel out my redness really. So I'm kind of thinking to keep this like really soft, but then use a bit of a black kind of shadow liner. It doesn't look the deepest black ever. It's like a sort of grey black, but I think it'll work for that. I think I'm going to put the blue on my lower lash line, the lilac kind of shade in my crease, and then maybe like a sort of bright white kind of in a corner, but that's matte, and then that shade on the lid. But I am sticking mainly to these with just a bit of black, I think. So the lilac shade is called Halo, and I'm going to start with that, as I say. And we're going to pretty much put that through the whole of my crease and my kind of above my crease as well. Whatever that part would be, transition area I guess. And it's quite a soft pastel. It's going to take quite a bit of building up I think. These feel quite dry in the pan, so I think I am going to need to really build that up, but it's a pretty tone, it's just quite a pale tone, but that's what pastel's all about I guess. And I'm pretty much just putting that everywhere, and then I think I'm going to use a bit of the black to build some intensity in the crease. Just going to take a fluffy brush and no additional product just to blend around the edges of that. But I've pretty much taken it all the way to my brows. I'm going to take a Morphe 506 and I'm going to take the black, which is called Susie, for definition in my crease, and keep that quite focused in the crease, but just to like build up a bit of definition, just to use it as like a deepening shade for that lilac really. It's definitely more of a grey than it is a black. It's not got the most pigment, but sometimes that can be a good thing with blacks, because if you're scared of black you don't want a really pigmented black straight off the bat necessarily. So for those of you like me who are a little bit intimidated by black, I think this would be quite a good one, and it's building up that intensity that I want really nicely. I think what we're going to need to do is just wing that out just slightly in that outer corner, because I'm going to be bringing the smoky sort of eyeliner there, so I think that will just help with the shape there. And this is why I think it's good that it isn't too pigmented, because it looks like this can get out of hand really quickly, particularly if the black was really pigmented. It's almost taking on a sort of purpley kind of hue because it's mixing with that shade I've laid down, and I'm not mad about that. I've got the JH40 here, Jacqueline Hill and Morphe brush, and I'm just not using any additional product, but just using that brush just to drag that shape out. Now I'm going to cut the crease with NYX Glitter Primer, pretty much cutting the entire lid from front to back, but an oval shape there. For my lid shade then I'm going to go in with Celestial, which is a really pretty pink shimmer, and that looks a lot more popping on the eyes than I thought it might do. It's really pretty actually. Don't need to worry about what's going on in this corner because we're going to cover it with that shadow wing. Just swap into a bit more precise brush just to clean up the line a little bit there. Going to take a bit more of that black because we're losing that definition there, so I'm just going to bring that back. So going back in with that Susie shade, we're going to trace a black kind of shadow liner now. And then when I get to this corner, I just want to meet it up with that kind of wing that's going out there. It's taking a lot to build this colour up and to cover that shimmer. That's basically what I was going for, so I'm just going to do the other eye quickly and I'll be back with you. Alright, now we've done the upper lids, I'm going to take that Susie shade kind of a little bit down onto the lower lash line, but then we're going to go into God's Scent, which is the blue, kind of more towards the inner part here. I'm just bringing that down just to meet up basically with that wing shape we've done in the outer corner. And then I'm going to go into Godsend and bring that, as I say, into the more central and inner part there. I'm just stamping that onto my lower lash line. It's quite a subtle blue actually. So I'm going to bring that all the way in, I think. I'm just taking a bit of the white in the palette, which is Cloud 9, and I'm just using that just to brighten my inner corner. It's a matte shade, but I think that's just helped to just blend those two shades together there in the corner. Still not loving how this looks here, so I'm going to try and sharpen it up a little bit. I've got a smudge brush and I'm just going to stamp on some of that black there just to see if I can sharpen that line a little. I think that looks better already. Just going to go in with a brow bone highlight. Going to use Cloud 9, the matte. Sometimes a matte highlight can be just as effective, I think, as a shimmer. I'm just picking out the very tops of my brows there. Alright, I'm going to nip off camera to put something in my waterline, mascara, and then I'll come back wearing one of the lips. I think I'm going to be going for this one. So I'll come back to you with the finished look. Okay guys, so here's the finished look. And I've topped it off, as I say, with one of the liquid lipsticks from the Playhouse bundle. This one's the shade Gummy, and it's a beautiful lilac purple, pretty vivid, and I really like it. And I like the eye look I created. It took me a little while to get there, and it just was me not being on my A makeup game today somehow. I was just really struggling, but I think I need to play with the palette some more to form some thoughts on it. The black isn't really, in my eyes, black. It's a deep grey, but I don't mind that. I don't know if it's meant to be a black or not, but it's not black. But I think it played off really nicely with that lilac-y tone. The blue with then some white over the top really made that sparkle in the inner corner. And I really loved the lid shade, so Celestial. I thought that was like really, really pretty. So eager to play more the devil side. I think the reds and golds are more me in a way, but I just wanted to do something a bit different to what I normally do, because I've done a lot of reds and kind of Debbie kind of looks just lately. I wanted to just like do something a bit unusual. So hope you appreciate seeing that and seeing a different brand in action on my channel. As I say, check out Steph's channel. She's done a video on the Playhouse palette if you want to see that in action. And if you'd like to see me use that palette, then please comment down below and let me know so I know whether to create a video using it. But thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you consider subscribing before you go. But other than that, have a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys.